Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Rob Arrington here, and I'm ready to play the weekend game. This is probably the latest I've ever let this go before playing it. It is late on Saturday night. I've had a long day of bridge, and I have another long day of bridge tomorrow and some travel, so I hope I can do okay at this point. So let's jump right in and see what happens. Maybe this will be good for us. This is a nice 17 count that you're just going to open one no trump. Partner's going to bid Stamen. When you're 4-4 in the majors, folks, you bid two hearts. All right, you always bid the lower ranking one first, and then if you see something like this, partner's bidding two spades, which should be invitational with four spades. We will accept this invitation. Think about it, folks. They're inviting you to game. You showed 15 to 17 balanced. You're at that 17. You have an even better hand, really, because you have some shortness, some roughing value in clubs. So this is a good four spade bid, and we should be okay here. And look at that. We stepped away from a really bad no trump on a club lead. We may not make four spades either. We have some issues in diamonds, but we'll see what they do for us. It would be really nice if they switched. They didn't. So we're going to have to work on a little end play now, I think, to make this thing. Notice we have four hearts. We're going to take four spades. We have a diamond issue, right? It looks like we have two losers. We may be able to engineer a way, if the robots are helpful, to throw them in and maybe not give them a great choice of leads. But to do that, we need some good things to happen for us. Namely, we need spades to break no worse than 3-2. If they break 4-1, we're just cooked. And let's make sure we're going to do this right. I'm just going to stay in my hand here. Going to lead a heart to the ace. And all I want to do right now, folks, is strip this hand down, right? I want to get rid of all the cards that my opponents could potentially exit. I want you to recognize I don't really have a finesse in diamonds. I suppose I could lead low right now. But if the honors are split, right? If I lead low and left-hand opponent wins, you know, they can probably exit a diamond and partner can cover and we can do business that way and they'll take their two tricks. So here it's so unlikely we're ever going to get this, but we're maybe going to see one of them that has honor doubleton. This does not look like that case, folks. We needed the king or the queen to be seen there. Now they would only have a club or a heart to lead, possibly. Probably not a heart in this case, but a club would be beautiful where we would get a slough and a rough. This looks like we were just destined to fail, I believe. And there's nothing we can do about it, folks. We're in a good four spade contract. Better than 3 no trump, in my opinion, on a club lead. You lose the first six tricks. And that's down 2 rather than down 1. So I think four spades down 1 might be okay. Let's just take a quick peek to make sure we didn't miss anything. It is late at night, by the way. So here we are on our results stream, and this is not looking too good for us in any situation once they lead a club, right? Once they get those first two club tricks, they can just sit back and wait for us to break diamonds. They did a really good job of doing that. Notice if they ever switch, right, or they don't lead a club initially, we have a chance because now we can play that long heart, throw away a club in this hand over here, and get 10 tricks. But they didn't let us do that, unfortunately. So we're going to have to stick with hopefully what the field did. Here's one of those times where if you bid well and got to four spades and went down one, you might get punished. And people that are, not savvy enough to bid a game on this hand might get a really good score. And that might happen to some of you guys. If it did, congrats. But you should be in 4. We don't play results. We play bridge. So this is a nice 16. Hey, I'd like to get to open a no trump in the first two hands here. Have a no trumpy type hand. One no trump, two hearts. That is easy. I like these easy choices late at night. Ooh, okay. Partner has a pretty terrible hand, but not the worst, really. We like this. We have a couple of fun plays. We have a double finesse in spades. We have a little club finesse. We're going to have a straight promotion of our heart card possibly in our hand. So this is an interesting one here. They let us win the 6. That's interesting. All right. I'll win it. This is a time where we're worried about diamond roughs, folks. It looks like we're worried about diamond roughs in right-hand opponent's hand. I don't know. This is such a weird play that they let us hold the 6. It's possible that left-hand opponent led 4th best from Jack 10 4th, and this is just they have Jack 10 Jack 10 5 the 3 that's their holding. Either way, folks, I could get back to my hand right now. I could take a chance, play a club to my hand, maybe even take a finesse, and then play the Jack of spades and lose that. But here, I think I might just be losing some spade tricks anyway if I let them get out here. So I'm just going to play this. Okay, this is a worst case scenario. King, queen, fourth to my left. But I get to draw trump. And now I will... oh, nice. They gave me a little club finesse. I like this. All right, so we're going to take this. We're going to take this. We're going to rough that sucker over there. 8 of spades, 10 of spades. Drawing the last trump from lefty. And here come my 3 diamond plays. Boom, boom. I know I'm going to lose 2 hearts. I was always going to lose 2 hearts in this hand, folks. I'll lose them at the end. But I'll take the rest of those. They drew a little trump for us. We're not too mad at them for that. And we'll see how that stands up after we see the results. Again, folks, I'm playing debilitated as far as time of night and number of hands played already. But I think if I'm gauging somewhat okay, I think those first boards are okay. Board 1 might be slightly below average, and board 2, I mean, 2 spades making 3 is pretty darn good. It turned out that lefty had the singleton diamond, so they were going to be getting some of those trump tricks, I suppose. But look at that. If we try to club back, it would lose to the king, and later on they let a club for us. So if we didn't take the right line, that line ended up okay for us because of the choices that the robot made. And that'll sometimes be the case. That'll frequently be the case in every bridge game you play, right? You might take a line that, hey, that's maybe not the best line, but it gets your opponents into a situation where they take a bad line and you're back on square one or maybe ahead a peg or two. So here we go. 1 heart for us. Very easy bid. Very easy second call also. You always bid your secondary suit. And look at that. We avoided a terrible misfit. And we see that partner has a nice 3 card holding in clubs and only a singleton heart. We're glad we don't have any extra values because we might make more here. But really, where else would we want to go? Nowhere. This is a hand that's going to be bid the same. I am very confident that the robot is almost never really leading away from aces. What do I mean by that, folks? If they had the ace of spades, I would almost never see them lead a low card, right? I would see them either leading the ace or way more likely just not leading the suit whatsoever. So you might think, hey, this is my chance to take my king. I don't think that king is taking. In fact, it's very unlikely. So what do I do instead? Well, I can play like the 6 and force out a card here, and maybe sometimes they cash the ace to the right. Now, it's unlikely the robot thinks to do this. But here, I just have a nice, easy play, right? I can play low at this point. I know I want to rough a heart over there, and I can take my ace of clubs at some point, but now I'm going to kind of see what they do. And they play the queen of spades. I'm going to play low again. I'm going to keep that king over there as a threat and dummy. Now I'm going to get to some of my work, folks. I need to rough a heart or two, right? So I'm going to rough a heart there. I could draw some trump right now, I suppose, but I want to lead a diamond first. If I can take this trick, fine. If not, we'll see if they tap me in a spade again. There's the 8 of spades. All right, so expecting that, right? We're going to see if clubs are 2-2. If they are, okay, good. Now we're going to cash the king of hearts. Okay, we didn't see the queen fall, but now I'm going to cross over that king of diamonds. And what do we want to do? We want to play the king of spades or the 10 of diamonds? I think the diamond is good. That means I can rough that because lefty has some diamonds. And there's my 8 tricks. I don't know if I did well, though. Maybe I could do slightly better in some ways, but they did very nicely to tap me out in that spade suit, unfortunately. And here we go, folks. We'll take it. If we could have gotten to dummy in some sort of way early, we could take a heart finesse, but unfortunately, they didn't let us do that either. So let's take a little peek so far in the first 3 boards. This one seems like it's going to be a normal auction at most tables, right? We're going to open a heart. When you're 5-5, by the way, what you try to do with this hand, if you have the time, right, if partner keeps bidding, you'll bid hearts, and then when partner bids spades, you bid 2 clubs. Let's say partner bids 2 now or something. Now you bid 3 clubs or something of that nature that keeps the auction open, right? You can show your hand this way. As it turns out, partner took a nice preference. They said, okay, well, this is better than hearts, so we'll play there. And I think we did okay here. We'll see. Again, we won't know until we see that provisional. And the provisional should be close to the real score because I'm playing it so late on Saturday night. So here we are. Look at this. A diamond. We have another no-trump bid. I'm going to overcall a no-trump, folks. I know I don't have a diamond stopper, but they only opened a minor. And if I get to play 1, I'm perfectly fine. As long as they don't have like a 6-bagger over here. We'll hope they don't. Follow suit. Keep following suit, lefty. That's what we want to see. Yes. Oh, when they lead to them, that's even better. We love that. I was tempted to maybe pitch a club instead, but I wanted this spade lead. This is nice. Sometimes when you pitch a suit, they'll just kind of start leading it for you. That's pretty good. Ace of hearts, king of hearts, heart to the queen. This is our only chance to take all those hearts. We did. 9 of hearts. I would love to pitch a spade. I probably will. Let's go for it. I'm going to go for the gusto, folks, because if we get the clubs right, we didn't get them perfectly right. Lead a club. Well, yeah, cash a diamond first, of course. Okay. Well, they had 2 diamonds left. I forgot. Lefty only started with 3, so we'll just get these 2 black cards and we'll take our 7 tricks. I don't know how that's going to be, folks. 4, 5, 6. I mean, 7 seems like a pretty good number, especially considering the diamond situation was that bad for us, right? Ace, king, 5th. The club situation was really good for us. If only we had more than 1 entry to this hand to take more than 1 club play, because we would own that suit. We would lose 1 card and take 3. But we only had 1 chance at it when we get over there with the queen. Notice I cleared out hearts first, folks. I'm getting rid of my ace, king of hearts because I want to test that suit to see if it breaks evenly. I want to be able to take that. This is a high card short side situation. I want to take the 4th heart. The only way to do that is to get the heck out of the way of that holding, because I don't have any other way to get over to this hand. All right, there, we're halfway through. Lots of part scores, right? Lots of part scores and a down game to start with. And guess what, folks? Is this, oh my goodness, it's 1 no trump day here. Interesting stuff. Another no trump opening bid and 2 spades, Capoletti, spades and a minor. We don't bid here, folks. We don't bid. We opened the bidding 1 no trump. We told our partner we had this exact same hand. If there's any bidding to be done, partner will do it. And there is none. Now, this is spades and a minor. When they show 2 suits, I like to lead trump, folks. And that trump lead looks like it's going to be okay for us. I'm going to lead another trump. Unfortunately, I smacked into partner's queen of spades. That's always lovely. I could have led low there, too. Yeah, I should have done that. But now that I've already opened Pandora's box, I'm just going to exit a trump so I can get the heck out of my hand safely. And here they go. All right. They're going to play another spade, pitching a heart. All right, I'm going to hop up with this king here. I'm going to exit a club, trying to be safe, right? What I'm trying to do defensively, folks, is I'm just trying not to give up tricks, right? At this point, I'm a little worried about the heart position now. Even if I lead a heart and partner has the queen, I'd be creating a trick and dummy. So let's lead a diamond and see if we can create a diamond trick first, if this is happening. Ooh, all right, there it is. Oh, I guess we don't have a diamond trick. I wish I let a low spade a trick too, people. I have no need for this one here. They're not getting a dummy. And there we go, folks. Spades and a minor. That's spades and clubs. And my goodness, if I just lead a low spade at trick 2, I can be a normal player. We'll take 3 spades. We'll take 1 heart for 4, and we'll take a club for 5. So I let him make an over trick there, folks. That's going to be a bad result. Shame on me. I just couldn't believe they overcalled without that queen. But guess what? That's going to happen, folks, especially when that's a darn good overcall. They're not vulnerable. They're 6-5. I'm in there, right? This is okay in my book. It's just an unfortunate, stupid play on my part. Well, that's going to happen. Ooh, look at this one. This is not a no-trump opener. The first time we have some shape, we're going to open a heart. This is 2 diamonds. Good, forcing 2 over 1. I love this to be 6 cards always. It's not, unfortunately, for the robot, so we have to kind of do this weird stuff here. What is that? Okay, they're just patterning their hand out. I hope I don't have a club problem. Let's bid 3 now. Oh, they didn't lead it anyway. That's good. Interesting. Really interesting, actually. This one's going to be kind of funky. All right, the king of spades. The jack is always nice to see. Looks like lefty has some length there. I want to try to play some diamonds. I'm tempted to play a diamond to the 10, and I'm going to. This is a reasonable play here. If it wins, you get a nice situation like that. If it loses, you still have a couple entries to this hand. The one thing we are going to be really worried about is that spade suit, unfortunately. So now, folks, guess what we have to do? Take a look. We have to cash our hearts. We have to cash our hearts because we're never coming back to this south hand. So we're going to cash the ace of hearts. And tell you what, folks, we're going to go for all the match points. That diamond suit could be coming home. If it is breaking 3-3, we're going to take the rest of the tricks. If it's not, folks, we're going to go down 1 for sure. And it seems unlikely to be breaking based on what we've seen so far. But let's go. And I love it. The robot always tries to say, "Oh no, go ahead, cash that diamond. I threw away that jack. That's got to be good." But they hold on to that 9 there just to kind of say, "Okay, yeah, in your face. Thanks a lot, Mr. Robot." But I think we were getting the maximum out of that at that point. This is what happens when we play misfits, folks. We're misfitting. In fact, our spade fit was nice. Unfortunately, a right-hand opponent had 5 of them. Or our 7-card spade fit at least might have been a reasonable spot sometimes. But here, no trump on these sorts of hands is really brutal. Look at that. We guessed diamonds correctly. We played a diamond to the 10 and it was right. But still, if they don't break 3-3, we're not scooping all those tricks in time, right? They're going to get in there and take the rest. So at this point, I think if we actually, I think we may have had a chance to make this, and it's we could have thrown him in at the end. I think did they pitch a heart earlier? Yeah. Okay. So watch this, folks. I had a shot. Could have done it here. Once I play a club to my hand, and I see the bad news in diamonds, or if I think I'm getting bad news in diamonds. This is kind of like the I want to make it play, or I may have a chance to make it if such and such is happening. Double dummy, we could just lead a low diamond now, right? And I want you to see. I think it's going to show us here. Yeah. So if we lead a low diamond, or even the queen, because then we can exit a diamond, we just can't cash that at the end there. And at this point, I guess, can I know? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I have a perfect count on hearts at that point. But I mean, if I'm paying closer attention, that's a spot where maybe we can recoup our tricks at that point without cashing it at the end. All right, I'm not going to dwell too much on that here as I'm falling asleep as I'm playing here. We have, let's see, that's 21. I'm gonna go for a little bit. I'm gonna go for a little bit better of a hand. I'm gonna show a balanced hand here. I like that they're bidding some Stayman. That is a forcing heart raise for this one. I like that. I'm gonna bid 4 clubs, showing a control. And they're just going to bid 4 now. I probably could have key carded myself. I probably should have in hindsight. I'm going to show 3 key cards, though. Ace of spades, ace of hearts, ace of clubs. 5 diamonds. Do you have the queen of hearts? I do not have the queen of hearts. I'm going to bid 5 hearts. Oh, we're bailing. And correctly so. Look at partner. Ha! They bid 4 no trump with a void. Yeah, no way. In fact, when I bid 4 clubs, I mean, if they wanted to do something, they could bid 4 spades, but they can't do that because the robot, guess what? Doesn't show first or second round controls. They only show first round controls, which is super duper weird. Jack of hearts is played because I want to get the old robot shebang-a-bang here. Usually they'll cover that if they have it. If they don't, you finesse it the other direction, and there is your robot town there. Should I play king of diamonds first because they could duck that? No, I can just rough a heart or rough a club as well. All right, so there's our play there. We're going to play king of diamonds. They did duck it. That is awesome. So I tell you what, let's whatever. I would say it's almost 1,000% that lefty has the ace of diamonds, which doesn't really do us any good because take a look. We can lead a spade over there and play queen of diamonds, and what do? We're not going to get over there enough to rough it out. So we're just going to take a roughing finesse and lose it. And now we know we can pitch the rest of our clubs no matter what. And we'll rough one, and that's all over. We don't have to do anything else. All right, that's making 6. The only reason it's making 6 is because we guessed the queen of hearts. It's not a slam you want to be in. And let's just take another peek at that. It's not really a slam. It's a slam that North certainly wants to bid, right? But they certainly don't want to be bidding for no trump, folks. This is really bad. This is a cool way to start this hand. Let me get you to the auction here. This bid, you might not have seen it. Those of you who've taken my slam classes have definitely seen it. This is the forcing major suit raise. So after Stayman and partner shows a major, we don't have use for the other major essentially usually because we've already discovered it through Stayman, right? Or we've discovered we either have a fit or don't. So we use the other major at the 3 level or above to show a hand that wants to explore slam and hearts. And this says, hey, you can keycard now. 4 no trump will be keycard, not quantitative. Or you can do what I did. You can make a control bid and have a discussion that way. This hand wants to control bid, folks. It has a void in clubs. doesn't want to have a discussion about key cards because every key card in clubs, which we think is 1, is bad for us, right? So here we go, folks. That's why you do not bid 4 no trump with those sorts of hands. So, wow. 1 club, 1 diamond. Is 1 heart forcing? It is not. Is 2 hearts forcing? I like that. Okay, they're going to bid 3 hearts. I'm going to offer up 3 no trump just in case they think I have 6. I hope they don't think I have 6 hearts. The problem with this one, folks, and my recommendation for all of you is to play new suits forcing by the responder, even with an overcall, right? So when partner overcalls, I bid a new suit, I want that to be forcing. It gives you a very easy way to handle these situations, whereas when you play them as non-forcing, it is absolutely brutal, in my opinion. So I want to win that over there, but I don't think I can, right? Because then I'm just going to have the ace of diamonds just sitting in my hand singleton afterwards. I'm going to cross over to the ace of spades, though, and I'm going to play a heart. And I want to try to lead towards, wow, that worked out better than I could have expected. I wanted to play honors from that side of the table so that I can lead towards that, so I can see exactly what I just saw. I can see them hop up with an ace and make it be very bad for them. And when we see the king fall, folks, guess what we know? The jack is to our right. So this weird play, the hopping up with the ace, which is almost always bad, folks, is really bad on this one because now you get to guess the jack. And now I'm going to play all those diamonds and pitch that. So that was that was a big win. Can't believe they did that. And that's why you play second hand low, folks. You don't crash into partner's king, just like I could have done with that ace king third of spades. I could have led low to my partner's queen at trick 2 instead. We're all infallible. We're all fallible. Oh, okay, good. So there it is. There's the trick that let me put this over in the results stream. I'll take a 61% under these circumstances for sure. The first board is as expected, dude. I almost said dudes. That's sometimes. Dudes, the first board was going to be 42.7 because I know when we look at these scores, there's just going to be people in 2 spades, right? Or 3 spades, just below game where you should be in 4, right? You have a maximum on this hand. You had 17. I got us throwing. Yeah, this is a hand where, yeah, for sure, you accept an invitation. And that's what this auction suggests. It's invitational with 4 spades. You have a fit, you have game. Number 2, pretty good. Right, this we kind of knew was going to be okay, just making some spades. Number 3, normal results, 90 plus 90 is 69%, plus 90 here. Here, I knew I blew a trick on defense because I played the ace king of hearts, and then my partner's queen said, oh, bye-bye. Yeah, that's a trick that went to the wayside. So here, just a little bit of discipline or safety on my part, maybe a low spade or trick 2 would be a little bit better for us, and certainly a better score than 25%. Board 7 was really bad for us. I'm wondering why. I would guess if we open, I guess a lot of people would open this either 2-0, which is fine, by the way. 4x1s are really tough to deal with, or maybe you opened 1 club, or maybe you did what I did, but bid something else other than 2-no trump. I'm not sure why this is that bad. I thought we did okay to make 6 on this one. We guessed hearts right, and we only lost 1 diamond trick. So this one is interesting. I'd like to. I'm going to be anticipating seeing the results on board 7 and board 8. Second hand low, folks. Don't mess around with this. We did well to bid 2 hearts, I think. The one thing I've done before, and the reason I knew to do this, is I've bid a heart with this hand that wants to play game, or at least wants to explore game. Partner overcall. They could have a 6 count or an 8 count, So with hands that partner has some reasonable values, I may want to explore game. I can't afford that they pass. And if I bid a heart, frequently they will pass. Maybe not frequently, but often they will. And my hand's too good for that, right? So 2 hearts was the bid I came up with. You could also, I believe the robot, they do it oddly. The Cubid should still show support with the robot, but I'm not sure how they handle this other than jumping in these situations to show these sorts of hands. But that worked out well for us. The bidding got us to 4 hearts, I think, and the play was, second hand low, Mr. Robot. You got it. If you want to take one of those defensive classes that I have up there, I will send it to you, Mr. Robot. But here, That's a must low at that point. At least once, give it a shot. But that just allowed this. Once the king falls, oh, then I guess I know where that jack is. We can hop over to that dummy, as we did here, and take that finesse for the jack. Boom. We'll take it. And I'll take 61.23. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for playing, and have fun at those tables.